All right, good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday, okay, the last Sunday for the month of March. I know 2020 has been really crazy, and it's not even the end yet. It's not even December yet. But we know Almighty God, who wakes us up every morning, is here with us, and He will continue to guide us so we can make this year the most, okay? The most of it. So I'm making my tea, guys. Not my tea, I'm making my hot water with lemon, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead and go for my run and my walk. So as I said, if you're new to my channel, I started this journey showing the life of a business person and how you have to jungle everything in your life, and sometimes you sacrifice certain things. So one of the things that when I started last year I sacrificed was my health, not having the time to work out, not having the time to eat healthier, not having the time to, you know what I mean, because every time that I had, I needed to learn the business, I needed to learn the do's and don'ts, and so then I realized that when I got on the scale, I was so afraid to get on the scale but I knew that I gained weight, but I didn't know it was to that extreme. So when I, got on that scale March 10, I saw that number, 233. I was like, no, I'm only in my 30s. I gotta do something. I have to do something. So I pray and I ask God, please allow me to be consistent, self-determination, and then for me to get through this journey. So I started March 11th, where I detoxed myself from, I detoxed my body and everything from to release those toxic food I have been eating, and then after that I just been going. So I started 3 days ago with the OMAD, which is 1 meal a day, where you go on technically in a 23 hours fasting, and then you eat like technically 1 hour, not every crazy thing, but still healthy food that you need in one setting. So that's what I have been doing for 3 days. But today's Sunday, and I'm going to church, and our church is Pentecostal, so we worship all the way through. So today I'm actually in the morning, I'm gonna make a smoothie, like banana, or I might do like carrot, grapefruit, and 2 celeries, and then that's that. So I don't know yet what smoothie I'm going to make, but I'm going for my walk. When I come back, I will drink my hot water. Okay, so, and it's not hot, but in the morning that's what I have first. Okay, but I'm gonna go for my walk because by the time I wait for it to be done, it's just lit. Okay, so. Alright, so guys, bye. I won't stay long, and stuff like that. And then okay, so one last thing. So then yesterday I got on that scale, 219, okay? I'm 219. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to get too excited because then I don't want to fall off. Because, sometimes you get too excited about something and then your self-conscious is just like, oops. I don't want that. I don't want to, pause or press that break and then go back to my old self. And that's why I told you guys in other videos that I posted that I'm not using no products or other things this time to get me through this lost weight journey. I'm just using natural plant-based, like, vegetables or fruits or other things. But my fruit is very moderate because, you know, last year I was pre-diabetic, so then I don't want to have a lot of fruits. I'm very careful of the fruits that I have, so that way, what I mean? So yeah, very careful, but I still have my smoothie and stuff like that, but just picking different fruits because, some fruits they have high sugar, they're high in sugar, even though, they say fruits are healthy for you, but you just have to be careful, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I beat that. I thank God. Thank you, Jesus. So I feel like, we have to keep ourselves healthy because another thing that I feel too is that, when I read the Bible, God used to give the Jews or the Israelite the food that he wanted them to eat. Just like when you read the book of Daniel and how, Daniel knew like, hey, this is the food I needed to eat for me to be healthy physically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, all those factors, that we need in order for us to survive. So then therefore I'm going back to those eating habits that are Christian in centers that they used to have. So I'm going back to like just no products, no this, no that, no slim fast, no nothing. I'm just going through like just regular plant based, and I'm not calling it vegan, whatever. I'm just I don't want to, because sometimes when we put names or title into something, then it just it got all messed up. You know what I mean? It'll get all messed up in the process. So I'm just doing something for me that I know that at the end it's gonna make me feel proud of myself that I have accomplished this, because in the past, like I said, I will lose, the weight, but then I'll gain it right back, like less than a month, gain all those weight back. But this time I'm doing it, and I'm just it's a change, it's a lifestyle for me, and I'm just gonna keep doing it, and balance things. Anything like things positive, you know. If you anything that is positive, if you don't do it the right way, or if you abuse it, it's no longer healthy anymore. Okay? So keep that in mind. Anything, okay, that is positive, okay, you are doing in your life, if you overdo it excessively, done it, then it's no longer positive. People always said, practice makes perfect or better. But I said that's not true, because if we are practicing something the wrong way, it would never be perfect. It would never be better, because we are practicing it the wrong way. We need to learn to start practicing the right way, whatever that we're practicing. So I need to learn, to eat healthy the right way, so it can be better for me. And it's not about, I do get on the scale. I'm a woman, we are about the numbers and, or what we see, visual. But to be honest, it's not even about the number. It's about how I feel. Since I started March 11th, I feel good. I feel like, wow, I'm actually doing something, even though I have done it in the past, but I have done it all the wrong way. I'm actually now doing something the right way, and that's going to help me, and not only help me, but help people around me, and help my friends, and help families and people, strangers that I don't know, and then also help my, business. Because if I don't have the energy, if I don't have the time, if I'm not healthy to keep going, I won't be able to, and I need to do it. Okay, guys. So again, like I say, I'm about to be at the door. My allergy is killing me right now, but I'll be okay. So I'm actually going to be at the door right now to go for my run. I'm gonna walk first, okay? So, oh, grass is. It's a beautiful Sunday. Um, I want you guys to stay positive and just whatever you do it in love, do it in kindness, you know, do it the way you want people to do it for you, whatever that you are doing. I know it's a crazy world right now, people, we go extreme and stuff like that, and people are dying, and we constantly seeing the numbers, which I feel like we in America, we already dealing with depression, anxiety, and all those other things. And then I feel like the media, when they're constantly showing that number, we already have people way before this thing happened. People like, you have people who were dealing with or still are dealing with OCD. They didn't want to go out. They're afraid because you're constantly having those shootings. You're constantly having this. You're constantly having that. You know what I mean? It's a lot to deal with. And so forth. And I feel like the media, every time they're showing that number, I know they're showing a number for a reason. I do understand, because I try to be neutral and try to be very understanding. But I feel like, keep constantly showing those numbers are not really helping, us Americans, because you have to keep in mind there are people who are really afraid. There are people, and you know what I mean? And it's not going to make it better. And we live in a world right now where with technology, it should be better, but it's not. With technology, this world should have been or should be better, but sadly, it's not. We are so afraid of each other. We are so afraid of this. We are so afraid of that. It's crazy. That's the only word I can think of. Crazy. But I want you guys to know this. By the end of the day, there is a God. Okay? There is a God. He has control, and he will always have control. He will never lose control. And that's where we have to put our faith. You know what I mean? Like, technically, like for me, I put my faith, the fact that I know God created me perfect, to be perfect and to be awesome. So therefore, I, put that faith, all my faith in that. And then that keeps me get up in the morning and go and do things that I have never done before. One of the things that I want to do is skydiving. I want to do that, and I'm going to do it. If it's not this year, to face my fear with all this craziness happening, I will do it. If not next year, God willing, 2021, I will be posting that for you guys to see. I will. Go ahead and go out there and live a good life, but according to God's will, according to what he wants. Do right to your neighbors, do right to other people around you. Don't discriminate, don't just do right. Okay? We have one life to live. We can't come. If we die, we can't come back. Those people can never come back to us. They can never come back to us. We have to go to them. But, because one day we have to go. We have to face death. We have to go. When it's time to go, we have to go. They can never come back to us. We can only go to them. But in the meantime, let's do everything in love. Let's do everything in kindness. Let's do everything and loving each other and caring for each other. And, I think about those people, because I have my younger brother in New York, and he can't leave New York, because they don't want people in New York to come to, and he's by himself. And I feel like, hey, I don't understand why they're not letting them technically holding them hostage. I do understand that, New York has the biggest numbers right now, and I completely understand that. But to me, it's like, he's the baby, and he's in New York. He was there for college, And now we're like, hey, come home so we can make sure he's good and safe. But they don't want people in New York to leave and go other states. And you know what I mean? To me, it's like you're holding people hostage. And I'm constantly, and I can't go to see him and see if he's okay. You know what I mean? His job is closed and everything. You know, what he's eating. Does he have food? You know what I mean? And I know other people too. You know, like you have that worry. But I said, hey, I'm trusting God for God to keep my brother safe. And I, you know, I said, the blood of Jesus cover you. And, you know, and everybody, not just my brother, but everybody. And I think about everybody too, you know, because I think about, hey, if I can think about my brother, I'm picturing another family thinking about their family away. You know, are they okay? The nurses. And just to see like the human race, how crazy we are. We now discriminate and saying, oh, the nursing field is better because they're in the front line. This and so is better. But I have met a lady at Costco who said she has to work more hours and she's a single mom and her kids are at home. And she can't tell her boss, like, I need to leave early because my kids are at home by themselves and I'm a single parent. So you think about those people too. You know, everybody's in the front line. Everybody. You know, I'm a registered intern and I'm a business person and I have my employees, you know, who are in the front line. Okay, they're going to the client house. They're providing services because you have some kids, you know, who, you know, behaviorally, you know, the parents can't sustain them. They need someone who's well trained. So everybody's in the front line. But you can see how people, like the mindset that we have, we constantly have to label things and label people. And this is the problem. And this is the issues that we face every single time in the school system in America, where we label the black, we label the Haitians, we label the Jamaican, we label everybody. We label the Chinese, we label this, we label that, we put a name into something. You know, you could already see how people live, you know, doing that labeling, like, oh, well, the nurses are better than this. You have teachers now who are learning to go remote, and they had no idea, like, and you have, imagine our baby boomers teachers. They don't know how to use technology the way we young people grew up to use technology. Now they have to learn to go ahead and call the parents and call their kids and call each of their students. And then they have to learn to go and do Google Classroom, this and that, using technology, and to go ahead and continue to provide that the learning those kids need. Because we already know if they don't keep the mind going to learn, they're going to lose half of the stuff they learn anyway, half of the year. So please stop labeling people. It doesn't matter. We all need to be safe. We all need to pray for each other. You know, yes, we all need to pray for them. The police officers, okay, the armies, everybody, we need to pray for them. We need to keep everyone in prayer. Stop labeling people. This is not the time to say this profession is better, that profession is better. You have the custodians at the schools. They are not off. They have to constantly going in, and they have a family. It's not just nurses. It's not just doctors. It's everyone. Everyone. Because this is an invisible disease. This is an invisible. You don't see it. The only person that can protect you is God. Nobody else. Okay? So please, guys, I'm sorry. Sometimes I just wish that we all, you know, will just stop. When we see a negative, we don't continue with it, but we see the positive. Okay? Because in the beginning of this mess, I told people close to me, I said, you know what? This mess will have positive things come out of it. Okay? We will have and we will see positive things come out of this situation. Because in darkness, there is treasure. There is beautiful treasure. And this is a moment of darkness for everyone, not just America, but for everyone. everyone, everyone. Okay? So, I love you guys. Please don't forget, remember to subscribe to my channel. Okay? I will continue to post stuff for you guys. And again, I love you guys, but remember who loves you the most. Jesus Christ loves you the most. Take care of yourself, take care of the people you love, and take care of the people that you don't know either. Okay? Bye. Don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends, tell each other, tell everyone to subscribe.